Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in the first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Makes the grab on the move. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Irvin. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Barkow. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
1st down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. 1st first down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become
powerful running into the secondary. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Was brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. Longhorns line it up with first and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Throws to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw testing the middle. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
That ball snagged for a completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught in the flat by the running back. Run for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And the Tigers will have to kick this away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw yet again. Using his legs here. It's a fumble. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to try the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They call the counter run here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Dropping back, it's Barkow. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Dropping back, it's Barkow. Looking to scramble. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Big chunk play, this offense operating at peak efficiency. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The tight end has got it, and he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Turn starts inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you've got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual-threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Motion now from the tight end. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So it's 1st and 10, inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Big throw caught on the left side. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to take your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Runs right over the defender. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff again. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the
second down. On the run here, lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, great recognition. Zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive with a playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Longhorns. And the beatdown continues. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Back to throw. It's Sparkow. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. They can't slow him down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run it here. It's a strong stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, they run the football here, and they come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Play action here on 1st down. Pass not complete. Complete. 2nd down coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring it down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. It's Barkow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. No shot to bring him down. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Hold it. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Pulls it in. It's Hatchet. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down in the field. Let's see what this is all about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Longhorns line up with a first and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now the try for the two-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. But he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The two-point drive fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands seem able to recover the football. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Snags a quick throw. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Patchett. Touchdown, Longhorns. And this one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That one sails too far. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
First down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Barkow. And he's got it. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
What about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Bringing pressure. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.